Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? I don't know about you guys, but wherever you are, how hot is it? It's pretty hot. So I thought we'd do it anyway because it's only Argentina on the football. And, since I was a kid, I didn't really care for Argentina after what they did to England. But that's a different story. We're going to run a bit of mainline action tonight because what the plan was to run this 86/4, which of course came with Crewe Preston, all the way down from Carlisle to Preston. Then we would route hop, and then we will carry on to Crewe. But I've since found out this afternoon there's a little buggette, which if you try to route hop at Preston, it comes up in a little tab saying that it's locked, so we can't route hop. So we're gonna have to break the immersion a little bit more, come out to the timetable on Preston Crewe, and then hop back in again. So this is 1 Victor 7-2. So the timetables match up pretty closely. So we'll just have to hop out, unfortunately. It's not ideal. If this were Train Sim Classic, we'd be breezing straight through. So that's the plan. We're all ready to go at Carlisle. How's everyone doing? Let's have a look who we've got first. I can see PT Mount, good evening. Scott Chego, David Drives, good evening. G Dave, of course, back from his jollies, I think. Elliot, good evening. Waggy Tail Steve, Carter's there. Elliot's there. Elliot's on the kebabs. He's baking in Exeter. Not that hot for you. Where are you, PT Mount? You don't have to say exactly. 26 degrees in Ipswich, says Dave. 28 in Manchester, so Adam's not far from me. What have I got? Tells me on the front of my phone 26 at the moment, but I'm baking. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Thanks everybody for coming in. We'll give it a go. It should take us a couple of hours probably to get down to Crewe in the new 86/4. So let's get into it. I'm in photo mode, of course. So we'll just hop out. We'll get everything set up. So first of all, let's just hop down the back as we normally do, just to put the vigilance on. There we go. Close that. Hop back up again. Let's do this. And this. Oops, hang on. That's my mouse again. Always does that. Right, there we go. Cancel that. Right, let's get everything set up. So we'll put the master key on. Put it in forwards. Put us into hold to start with. Then over this side, we need some lights. So what have we got? Spur, demister, the marker lights we will have. Headlight, spur, we'll have that. We've got the instrument lights as well, we'll have those. And I think that's us ready to go, pretty much. 12:15 we're due out of here. That's annoying. It puts me outside. It puts me at the back. Let me go to the front. There we are. Looks good. Looks ready to go. This is 86/420. The chances of us getting the same one when we switch routes is a bit remote, but we'll see what we can do. You're in East Yorkshire. Ah, okay. It's not warm in East Yorkshire. I suppose you got the coast. Do I have my Diet Coke? I have got my Diet Coke. I've got Diet Coke, but I'm actually just finishing a coffee as well, which is going to warm me up a little bit, isn't it? Right, we can get the doors closed. Let's do it now. Gronk action, by the way, over there. Good, that's us. Let's get the brakes off. Straight through to Preston on this one. So this is the, let me just show you. This is the 1 Victor 7-2 Glasgow Central to Paignton. I think this could be the first service in one of the chapters of the journey mode on Preston Crewe. You know, it rings a bell because I've started working my way through that. But the journey mode is quite good on the Preston Crewe, especially that last chapter where you're doing that rail tour in all different corners of the route. Worth doing if you haven't done it already, or you haven't started it. David drives at 34 in Zurich. You're melting. I hope you've got aircon or something. I don't, unfortunately. So I'm suffering a little bit. I hope as the night goes on, the breeze comes through the window a little bit more. If I sink into my chair, you know, I've melted. Should be a good run this. We've done this run a few times. But this time we'll do the new bit down to Crewe as well, which is quite nice. David Smith, how you doing? Good evening. You're drinking Tango Cherry. Nice. Sergeant Sofa Pants, good evening. How you doing? I'm going to have to watch these neutral sections now on after I saw your comment in the Discord. I know these ones. I know where these ones are. There's one coming up in a sec. Surprise, surprise. I'm quite looking forward to this. You know I love a run down here anyway, so the fact that we can extend it is pretty good. And soon we'll be going off up there to Whitehaven as well, up that side. So Carlisle will shortly become the new Preston with all sorts of routes going off everywhere in all different directions. How you doing, Scotch Ego? I saw your comment. I said hello earlier. You might not have been there. I think it was an earlier comment, but yeah, good evening to you. Whoops. Let's run it down like we should. Turn it off, and then we can get going proper. Joseph, good evening. You're going to Greece next week? Oh, nice. Yeah, it'll be definitely warmer there, I would think. Right, let's do it. Let me know about the game sound as well. Once we get going, it'll get a little bit louder. You went to Lancaster and made sure to wave to my mum on the way there. Nice, yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, we'll be passing my mum's bridge, of course, just before Preston. You went by train, I assume, did you, Scotch? Pete, right, good evening, how are you? Elliot, thank you so much, how are you? But let the high-speed drinks commence. Yeah, we don't want to spill any. We'll see what we can do. That Gronk's nice, isn't it? I love driving the Gronk. And we got a load more services as well for the Gronk with the new route. Thank you for that, Elliot. Much appreciated, as always. A little birdie on Discord mentioned about fish fans. That's a classic, that. But we've established that that was a problem with the scenario, because I got an email right after the stream from the dev, and he said we're fixing that. If you're more than 2 minutes late, you'll hit the fish van. So there you go, we hit the fish van. I have a good scenario on that one actually, with a 37, a green 37 going the whole length Aberdeen direction, I think, outwards. We can run that sometime. That's TS Classic, of course. Right, let's get some speed up without blowing the thing. 77 miles down to Preston, then another 50 after that as we go to Crewe, so get yourself settled in. Oh, it's your work experience with TPE? Nice, that's nice, yeah. Hey, good evening. Oh yeah, of course you're in Yorkshire. You're in Yorkshire. Did you take the Xbox with you? That's what I want to know. Yeah, no worries, Elliot. No worries at all. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. Snowco, good evening, Tok. How are you? Nice to see everyone. Teesside, it's Teesside here as well. I missed him. Terry, good evening. 26 degrees in Wellingborough. Ooh, yeah. Still 26. It feels hotter than 26. I have got two monitors though on the PC going. The PC is running at... The CPU cooler is running at 73 degrees Celsius currently. it feels like 73 in here, I must admit. So as we're in an 86, our top speed is 100. So we'll see how we go. But we're straight through to Preston on this. No Oxenholme, no Penrith, no Lancaster. How's everyone finding the new DLC, by the way? The Preston Crewe. I know there's been some texture issues. I've seen it myself on the PS5, unfortunately. It's running well for me. No frame drops on the PS5, but definitely a few texture issues, the usual. That's not a JT thing. That's the usual core thing, unfortunately. No Oxenholme is standard. Well, there is that. Let's have a little bit of break. You've been playing the 47/3 today. It doesn't like stop. No, it doesn't. See, it wasn't just me. I did say that in the first look stream that I did last week, and I since went to Tom and said, "What's with these brakes?" Because I thought it was the wagons, maybe. But he said, "No, they're right. The wagons are right. You just got to stop a lot earlier." But you saw when I did that spad on that stream, I was literally going 1 mile an hour and I still couldn't stop it. Crazy. So it's taken a bit of practice since then. But I can see a lot of people on various Discords saying they've had spad issues, particularly with that DLC because of those brakes. Right, let's get up to 100. Just put it in full run up. There we go. That'll do us. 73 to go. PT Mount, you were driving a steel train on the route, took 2 hours, arrived at platform 4, put the local brakes to 100%, and the train went through the signal. Most will have done that at one time. You didn't use the local brake though, did you? You were using the train brake, really, I hope. Because the local brake, no wonder you shot through with the local brake. You'll need the train brake for that. But there's a lot of people done that. You've got the Xbox with you, but with the weather forecast the next 2 weeks you don't be using it. No, it's pretty warm. Pretty warm. You saw the brand new Lumo 222 roll by at reduced speed and you saw it stop pressing. It's nice, isn't it? Looks good. Right, we've got yellows. Let's slow down. I have booked a ticket on that Lumo, by the way. I thought I'd try it. I've got somewhere I need to go in August. So I booked on the Lumo. I'm coming back on the Avanti, but I'm going on the Lumo because I wanted to try it. So we'll give it a whirl and see how it is. Snorko's eating again. So you're going to do a Pendor run on the new route? Yes, I will do. I haven't done yet. I've not even tried it myself yet. But I will do. You're hooked already, Sergeant. Yeah, as Dave says, yeah, say goodbye to your savings. Yes, it's not cheap. If you need anything else, Sergeant, I would wait for the sales if I were you, because they're semi-regular. If you're on Steam, they're on sale quite a lot. These yellows are playing with me now. There must be something in front. So we'll just take it cautiously. I'll just take the controller off for now. Robbie, good evening. How you doing? Pete says Preston's Crewe's okay, but like you said, blurry textures could do with some passengers at Crewe. Crewe station is dead. Yeah, the blurry textures definitely is quite sad. Because I keep playing it on the PC and then I go down and play it on the PS5. I can see the difference. It's just the side of the train is all blurry and the windows go from that rectangle shape to like having triangle sort of, you know, edges across the corners. I feel a little bit sorry for Just Trains really, because, you know, it's not their fault. It's a core issue, which is happening everywhere now. Right, shall we put a bit of power in? Probably get another yellow after this green. You like the blue colour, Scotch? It's quite nice, yeah. We do have those. We do have the Lumo livery in Train Sim Classic as well, on the East Coast, which I've run a couple of times. Don't know if I've done it on stream actually, but there is a livery in the AP pack for Lumo. You use the train brake to stop and put it in initial and the loco brake to 100% and went outside. It'll get you. Although, good evening. Past 20 is a nightmare as well. I think they've given us something there to practice. Quite like those merry-go-round call runs. I knew I would. I've been doing a few of those. But is it my favourite route now? I'm not sure yet. I still like this one quite a lot. So I'm reserving judgment just for now. Ah, that's what we were waiting for, perhaps. We've got a bit of military over there on the left. Perhaps he was in front of us. Could be. I must have picked the military timetable. See that? Talking of timetables, by the way, if you've not tried it yet, there's a new timetable for Blackpool branches. Go and give that a whirl as well. There's a lot going on around Preston. You've got all the electric locos now in and out of Preston. You can do, you can put the 47s on the front of the incoming electric locos. They take the engine off. You can go on the front. You can take it to Blackpool. Stuff like that. It's all good stuff. I was having a play with that earlier today. Give it a whirl if you haven't already. Crewe's got loads of delays at the moment. Is that behind me? I've got Crewe on behind me on there. I don't know if you can see that in this light or not. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, it's not bad. Just see what else she's saying. Tony K, how are you? You keep spadding on the call run mission. Takes an age to complete and the bloke on the corner stands there, does it help? I did warn you. I did warn you. Pete's going on the brew dog. I'm absolutely melting. I might be turning the camera off at this rate. I'm melting in privacy. Right, we need to bring the speed down, so I'm just running it down. We have got a neutral section coming up anyway. So get the controller to off. Because this is Penrith. There it goes. It's bad down there, is it? GW? It's pretty bad up here. It's humid. It's very humid. There's not a breath of air at all. Release the brakes. Yeah, I'm absolutely melting. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take off the webcam. I don't think you want to see me, like, boiling in my own sweat, do you? That's not very pleasant. I'm still here though, don't worry. Get it back up to 80. That'll do us. Yeah, I hope you've checked out the character as well down at Deepdale. You can't help but if you do that scenario, you can't help but see it anyway, because you got to do all the switching around the loco around the area. They must have planned it that way. I think it's quite nice of them. What else are you saying? Pete, you actually completed the merry-go-round. You quite like doing them. It's good. It is good because you get to do several things together, don't you? It's quite nice. You do like the whole thing. It's quite involved, isn't it, from an immersion perspective? Tox says Crewe Carlisle is one big route to you now. If you play one, you'll carry on the journey after the other. Yeah, exactly. I've not done it yet. This will be the first time that I'm jumping out. We're going to get into the same service. So, just in case anybody's joined us, I'm doing the 1 Victor 72, Glasgow Central to Paignton, straight down to Preston. Then I'll jump out. Route hopping's broken at the moment, so we can't do it. So I'll have to go out to the timetable and jump back in. But 1 Victor 72 will still be there. The timetables match up, so we can at least get in the same service and carry on down to Crewe. You like doing the merry-go-rounds in a 20, and you've said hello to me at Deepdale. Yeah, I'm in there all weathers. I could take a little bit of that cool weather from the last video tonight, I think. Definitely don't need a coat tonight. Red alert, all hands to water stations. Yeah. Is Stacey in? Stacey's not even in, is she? I don't think she's here. If she is, she's loitering in the background. Evening, Bournes. How you doing? Yeah, no worries, Scotch. Thanks for coming in. Needs to go a little bit faster, actually. Keep up the pace. Due in at Preston 13:19. It says up there. Another speed change. I should know this by now. Just run it down a bit. There we go. Original Tomcat, how you doing? Nice to see you. Will I do a Carlisle to Euston at some point? Yeah, I think so. I think I will. I've stuck to these two just for tonight because these obviously the same era and we can do them in the 87/4. I could set something up where we could use the 87/4 the whole way along, or we could do a Pendo the whole way along, just ignore the era. We could do that. I mean, I have already got a scenario, of course, for the Pendos on this route. I could create one for the Crewe Preston, and then we could run one of the regular scenarios for the Trent Valley, for example. We could do that sometime. Lots of possibilities now. Could I do a stop in practice at Oxenholme? No, because that'll make me late. Unless we get a signal. We've got some signals coming up. Unless the signal stops me. Good evening, Lee. How are you? Don't forget, I can stop at Oxenholme this way. I've missed it once going the other way. That's where I struggled with it. And to be fair, that wasn't in TSW. That was fingers and thumbs with the keyboard and TS Classic. We've come on a bit since then. Bring that speed back up a little. There we go. Oh, it's swinging around that corner. I'd never noticed it rock like that before. Pretty neat. Right, I'm coming up towards Shap, so we'll get a run up the hill. Yeah, once, yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering about that Thames Valley route, actually. I'll have to get some more info on that. It's going to be a little bit strange, that. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of route hopping and that's it. The one on this route that swaps over to Preston Crewe was meant to be working, but it's got some issue with it that Dovetail are aware of that they're fixing. So that's why we're going to have to pop back out to the menus and into the timetable. Normally we wouldn't do that. You're watching in black and white. Ah, you miss all that nice colour. Get it in colour. Get it on the big TV. It's more than one train a day, surely. I'll shout back, it's better than being in school. Because that's where I was in '86. Alright, here we go. Nearly at the top. You tried the 86 a couple of times. It's going to take some getting used to. You find it quite difficult to keep a constant speed. You just have to, I think you have to run the same route quite a few times and you'll get the hang of it eventually. It is difficult because like now you see I'm kind of, it's settled again down to 90, but the routes that you're driving them on are a bit up and down as well, so it's not as easy as just applying a certain amount of power. You've got to step through it. Yeah, just take a bit of practice. I'm going to run this down now because we're going down the other side. Gap summit. Right, down we go. Put a little bit of brake in. Turn the controller off. Could we do an 08 run from Carlisle to Euston? You can. I'm not doing it. I've probably mentioned it before, but when I was on the South Eastern High Speed, I was looking for collectibles. If I was collecting those, I used to jump in an 08 because it's easy just to jump out the seat and get out and get the collectible as you're trundling along. But on South Eastern High Speed, you're okay till you get to the tunnels. And then you get stuck in the tunnels for hours. So I abandoned it on that route. So I don't take the 08 very far these days. But you can. It's there if you want to. Definitely. Not looking forward to tomorrow's heat. Yeah, today's bad enough. An 08 run to Euston will take 72 hours. It'll probably take more than that, I would think. It's a decent old slog, isn't it? You'd see a lot of the route scenery though, wouldn't you? Close up. Get a new appreciation for the routes. This is the most beautiful place in the country, the lakes. It is indeed. So at the bottom of this hill at T-Bay, we've got another neutral section. But I've already got the controller off. Which is fine. You would get red pen for 3 miles per hour speeding, would you? That's pretty harsh, that, isn't it? Yeah, put it in the back of a truck. Yeah, that's going to be faster. We've got T-Bay coming up. That's the warning board for the neutral section, but we're good. the controllers off. This is T-Bay. Then, of course, we've got the Loon Gorge, the most beautiful part of the route. Probably any part of the route. The West Coast Main Line, Loon Gorge, I would say. You're back now, Dave, are you, from your holidays? G Dave, that is. You want to go back and do the North Lakes. South Lakes was brilliant, yeah. It's a bit quieter in the north as well. You get a bit more of it to yourself up there. You went to Whitehaven and got a kebab that weighed 2 kilograms? Oh my word. Seriously? Don't tell Ratty if he comes in. He's probably lurking. You'll know if he's lurking now because he'll say something. Got downstairs bedroom in your cottage so you can sleep with the door open. Nice. Yeah, because it's cooler at ground level, isn't it? Usually. Past 90's better now, they fixed it. Yeah, it is. Actually, you know, I meant to put something out on that and I've not had time yet, but I will do. Yeah, definitely. Way better. It's a good start. Sounds pretty good, that, doesn't it? Alright, down for an 80. There we go. Augustine, how you doing? Good evening. You always say heat rises, but it doesn't do in your house in January. No, it's funny that, isn't it? I know what you mean. I don't mind a bit of hot weather, but not constant. Just not my thing. Especially when you're working. Not good. Anyway, we got 43 miles to go. Did we jump in the other one? You've put the 90 back on your wish list on your Xbox. Yeah, it's alright, the 90, yeah. I mean, it was, on PC it was alright. Pretty much, I would say. Anyway, I was quite enjoying it still. But they've done a lot more to it now, so it's much better. I think a lot of people that refunded it will probably pick it back up again. Gorda's rule, says Dave. Did some digging in your garage, found all your Rail Enthusiast magazines from 1982 to mid-1986. Nice, I bet they make good reading actually, especially playing these routes. It'd be like reading them all again from the first time. Very cool to see me in the Crewe Preston route. Thanks for that. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm pretty chuffed with it. As I said, they did tell me about it. It wasn't a complete surprise. They did tell me about it a while back. But it's been... It was talked about so long ago that I thought it would never come out, and it did, so that's quite nice. And it's a nice little corner of the route as well. Quite like it there. Right, we're not that far from Oxenholme. Leave the controller off just for now. Boynes, you're going to have to get your PS5 sorted out, because the new route is like 80% Warrington. So you'll want to have a look at that, I think. It's right up your street. I don't know if anyone's noticed, when you go to Latchford sidings, when you do the loco run round to then head out to Fiddler's Ferry, right at the end of Latchford sidings there's a stadium to the right of it. Is that Warrington Wolves, that? I was wondering, because I've been to Warrington Wolves, but I don't really remember any railway being near it, unless that part of the railway's not there anymore. Might not even be there. But next time you go down there, just have a look. Any of you that know Warrington. Someone wants to get on Oxenholme. We don't do request stops. We don't do real stops either. We don't do scheduled ones. You're gonna try watching this and try not to spad the 47/3. You'll be all right until you hear the alarms going off, and they'll be my alarms rather than yours. It gets confusing when you're watching someone and playing. It's quite nice, that 47/3. I do like the slow speed control in there. Very good addition. Hopefully not long till Whitehaven. Yeah, I don't know. There was a bit of a gap between Preston Carlisle and Preston Crewe, wasn't there? So I hope there's not as long a wait between those two routes. It'd be nice, personally. It would be nice if we could see at least one route a year from Just Trains. I don't know whether that's doable or not. Because, you know, in the interview, Tom was saying how long it took to put together Blackpool branches, but then by contrast to that, this route, because it's mainly scenery, it took a lot less. So I'm kind of hoping they can churn us one out, you know, sooner rather than later. I'll save that for the next interview. Got some good feedback on that, by the way, which was quite nice. Seems like a lot of you like that kind of thing, so I'll probably do some more with them. The new Blackpool branches timetable is you need both Just Trains. You don't need them, but to make the most of the new timetable, you should have all three. Yeah. That was Oxenholme. Your street is about 7 miles away from Bank Quay. Yeah, so you know it quite well around there then. Got another neutral section coming up, then we can start to power up. Tom said they didn't want to wait another 8 months gap before they get sorted. Yeah, take from that what you will. Yeah, exactly. The thing is as well, any developer, if they're building a route, they want to get it out there, don't they? Because then they get paid. They're not getting paid whilst things are being developed. Right, there's no power there. That sometimes happens, doesn't it, when you've been in the off position for quite a while. So we'll just do that. And then we'll power up. There we go. Up to 100 again. How long is it from Coinfirth to Whitehaven via Barrow? Ooh, yeah, good question. It's a good stretch. I have to come back to you on that exactly. It's a long time since I've worked up there, so I forgot, but it's a decent run. It's quicker by train than it is driving it though, from Coinfirth. I can tell you that. Marco, how you doing? Good evening. Wilderspool was Warrington's Rugby Ground in the 80s, yeah. Next time we're down there, if we do it on stream, I'll show you. It's literally right next to Latchford Sidings, the place I'm talking about. It's not a very big ground, it's quite small. Whitehaven, you think is on the quite small size. It probably is, yeah, it probably is. DMUs. You need to get... So there's something you'll need to get used to, using the gears in the DMUs for that route. Should be a nice run down the course though. 33 to go. BCB didn't reset after the neutral section, right? Yeah. At least it's easy to fix, isn't it? That rail singing is a small thing, it's great. Your birthday's this Saturday, you might treat yourself to Crewe Preston. Yeah, that'd be a good present. Correct, they're doing a 108 as well for the Whitehaven route, yes. I don't quite know at this stage what the differences are. They look very similar, but I'm sure we'll find out. I'm assuming they're going to be very similar to drive. Bolton Boy, how you doing? From Barrow, it's an hour to Corkicle Tunnel, which is still shut. Oh, is it still shut? From Coinfirth, it's an hour and 35. Yeah, good, decent run up there. If you ever get a chance to do the whole Cumbrian coast, definitely do it. on a day like today. Well, actually, no, not on a day like today, because all the rails will be overheated and warping and all the rest of it. That might not be a good idea. There used to be a lot of that when I was in the engineers. Emergency rail replacements. The main difference between the 101 and the 108 is the front. Is that all? Are they like the same engine, even? Is it just the design of the chassis that's different? I tell you one thing we will get with the 108. If you look at the new 47 we've got, and you look at the 20 that Just Trains have done, it's likely to have a decent amount of clag coming out the top as well, which is good. If they're building something from the ground upwards, you would expect it. Drive one DMU, you can drive them all, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Right, we've got 28 to go. We're due in 18 minutes, according to this. I just wondered if there were different size engines, you know, I presume the 101 came first before the 108 naturally, so I just wondered if the 108 maybe had a bigger engine or some kind of refinement. I'm looking forward to it though. I don't mind anything that Just Trains do. "3D Heaven, thanks for the sub. Hope you're well." Right, we have a couple of yellows coming up. Now this is the aforementioned Cornforth. There could have been something ahead of us all the time, which is over in the right hand side here. We'll just have a look. There's usually something. There you go. There's a 101. Parcels waiting to go out. Right, so our next neutral section is coming up just before the Morecambe turn off. So we'll put some more speed in. Key switch moved about, AWS boxes moved about, but pretty much the same. Different engine, do a different gearbox, right? It's going to be good anyway. I don't mind. I remember when we first got the 101, I was a bit nervous about it, thinking looks really, really complicated, because it was one of the early ones we got, wasn't it? Northern Chance Pennine, where we got the 101. You do get used to it. We said this a few times before. You do get used to it, and I assume they're going to chuck a 47 in there or something. For those players who don't want to use the gears, there'll be something there. It should be a nice scenic route, that, between Carlisle and Whitehaven. Three years it's been shot. I didn't realise it was that long. I knew it had been a while, but didn't realise it was 3 years. There's Burlane crossing. Not Burlane, I always say that. Hess Bank. Burlane's on the Morecambe branch, of course. Run down for the neutral section. There it is. Don't think it came back up again, did it? The light's not on. That's better. We can probably coast through to Lancaster. We've got a couple of yellows coming up. We'll see how we go. Networker guy, how are you? Good evening. Start braking for this 75. You just had a look at Fiddler's Ferry on Google Earth. They've dismantled the unloading bay. Is Fiddler's Ferry actually still there? I don't even know if it's still there. Is it still operating in some capacity? You heard that JT are working on a wagon for the Cumbrian course. What would that be, do you think? I don't know, by the way. I've no idea. This is Lancaster. They knocked it down last year. I did mean to do what Pete's done and just have a quick look around there on Google Earth just to see what's changed. I ain't got round to it yet. Because I know that area, but I don't know it very well. I've passed through it, obviously, loads of times on my trips down south, but right, that was Lancaster, so we've got 20 miles to go. Lancaster in the US. No, they nicked it off us. Like a lot of other places for names for places. So we've got about 10 minutes to get in to Preston, if we're on time. We'll see how we go. If you haven't done this yet, by the way, gone between the two routes, give it a try. Good fun. You should, like this, you should find a couple of services that line up as well in the timetables, so you can carry on with the same one. And I've used the new 86/4 because it layers in on this route as well. Look at Streamlabs putting all the messages in at one go. you get it to split them up, and it just decides to do it off its own bat, all in one block. That's not good. Yeah, see Elliot, thanks for coming in. Thanks for that donation, much appreciated. Dave Latham, good evening. Another Dave. Welcome in. A brilliant route, just had a class 81. Yeah, it's a good route. At the moment, subject to a little bit more playing on the Crewe Preston. Still my favourite one, but as I said, I'll wait a couple of weeks. I want to give the other one a bit of playtime. I'm sure I've got an 85 in TS Classic, you know, which runs on the Trent Valley. I'll have to check. $15 to go. This is there's a little area here called Scorton. If you ever come up this way, go and visit Scorton. Nice little village. A few tea shops. Quite nice. '85 body button 86. Oh, have you got it as well? I was sure I had an 85. I was sure I had it. Yeah, somebody in the community did it, I think. And it was on Trent Valley. I have played it a few months ago, I think. I think they updated it, if I recall correctly. Oh, by the way, anyone who's just talk about TS Classic, anybody that is a subscriber at Alan Thompson Sim, there's a new subscribers scenario pack come out for the ATS South Wales mainline modern, so you can go and grab it. It was backdated train sim, was it, Plums? Thank you very much. Yeah, I knew there was one. Right, we're doing all right now. Sailing through. We just have one more neutral section to go, which is coming up. And then we'll run the same service down to Crewe. Just shut your eyes while I jump out the seat and jump back in the seat. But yeah, we'll unfortunately have to set it all back up again as well, but it's fine. $11 to go. What, too many Johns? No. We're not having a Dave versus John argument. Let's just run up a little bit and keep up. There's the sign for the neutral section, so I will actually run it down again. It's constant work, isn't it, with one of these? So we'll shut that off, ready for the neutral section. There it is. So that should be our lot now, straight to Preston. It went a bit grey just there, didn't it? And I've got the dynamic weather off as well. Doesn't usually do that. Back into the bright sun again. That was a bit strange. I've got a little bit of cloud on, that's all. Andrew, good evening. You're new to it. You only got Train Sim. You mean Train Sim Classic about a week ago. You found that really poor from the design perspective. Do not include the ability to add train routes together seamlessly. Oh, you mean you got TSW or you've got Train Sim Classic? There is some limitation they keep talking about. I'm hoping in some future iteration, if you talk about TSW, I'm hoping that some future iteration will overcome that somehow, but we'll wait and see. When you get within 10 miles of Preston, it turns grim. It might be to warn you to stop soon as well. Right, coming up on 5.5 to go. Aaron, how you doing? I'm excited for Bus Sim 26. I don't know. I'm not sure. After I played that demo, I don't know. I'll reserve judgment on it for now. There probably wasn't enough in the demo to say so far. What about you? Shawadi Shoddy, how you doing? Sorry I missed your message, I did see it. It's always grim up north. The cheek of it. It's a bit clunky. Yeah, it is a bit clunky. The way it is at the moment, yeah. Oh, you're from Preston as well? Nice, nice. Right, we need to be down for an 80 pretty soon, so we'll run it down. Coming up to my mum's bridge in about 1.5. Then we'll do the new run down to Crewe. Have I played Fernbus recently? No, I haven't, Top. No, not for a while. Yeah, correct, Tony. That's why I think, that's why I hope in future there's some technical way of doing it. Right, everybody wave. That busy waving and took the speed off. And we need to be 35 just before St Walburgs, so that'll be fun. She watches, you know, she watches back. If she knows we're going past, she skips it to that point and she looks and she says, that GE Dave always waves, doesn't he? And then she'll say, who's that guy Animal that has like 6 potato waffles in one sitting? I'm not kidding, that's what she said. So Animal, if you're there, your your fame goes before you. How does he eat 5 or 6 potato waffles in one go? Only Animal can answer that one. I forgot about the announcements on this route as well. Which, as you know, you can only hear them in the cab because I've left it on that way. You can turn those off if you don't like those in the cab. They're not very realistic. In some trains, but not in this one. Haha! She's just waved back. She's watching now. Hello, Mum. She's just messaged me. She's watching. Oh, when did I get this on there? This stopping pattern. I can't be doing this thing. About time they sorted that out so it didn't pop back up. Right, so we're going to get the passengers, we're going to get the doors open, then we're going to switch to the same service on the new route. There we go. Get the passengers on. You used to walk under a section of this railway on your way to college near what was Ingle Golf Club. A little narrow footbridge. Yeah, there's a couple, I think. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Animal must not be here. Burnbus has got the UK route coming out. Oh, nice. Ratty's in. Good evening. Ratty, how are you? Let's lock the doors. Adrian, good evening. If you overshoot Oxenholme, it should be at Cornforth. It depends how far you overshoot. If it's a really bad one, you'll end up at Cornforth. I try and avoid that. Right. So let's go back and we'll get into the new route. Same service. It's just a pain that you have to do this, but route hopping will be fixed for this, hopefully pretty soon. I'll also take off the stop marker. because I don't like it, as you know. Right, so we're going to Crewe Preston. We're going in this. We're going in the 86/4, and we're going for the top BI blue one. That's the one we were in. And we want, it is 1 Victor 72, which is this one. Change the weather. Go August, early. I think I had early August for the last one. Cloud about there. Let's go. I haven't tried conductor mode for any of these, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys have done that. I know quite a few of you like doing conductor mode. I play it occasionally, probably not as much as I thought I would do. I enjoy the driving too much, I think. But it's there if you want to play it. Right. Oh, we're on a different platform, look. That's interesting. Right, so let's get the doors unlocked. We'll get set up once again, and we'll have a look which loco we've got this time. So the services match up, but you're on a different platform. Right, let's do that, and then we'll do that. Marker lights. Where's the headlight? There it is. Do that. Instrument lights on bright. Okay, cool. We're ready to go. That's nice. 47 hooking up to the front, look. On the opposite platform. I think it's the same 86, you know. That was lucky. I don't know who he's tooting at. Unless it's his shunter, who's down between the engine and the coach, hooking it all up. That was a dangerous job, that was. I used to see him doing that. I didn't fancy that job. Get the brakes off. Got the up fast. Straight to Crewe for this one. Wait for those brakes to come off.
I'd like to welcome all passengers who joined us at Preston. This is the 1322 service to Paignton, calling at Crewe, Wolverhampton, Birmingham New Street, Bristol Parkway, Bristol Temple Meads, Taunton, Exeter St David's, Dawlish, Penrith, Newton Abbot, Torquay.
Make sure they see us. They're always stood there. We need to make sure they've seen us.
Arriving at in approximately 36 minutes. Could passengers please ensure that any luggage is placed safely in the racks provided, and that aisles and doorways are kept clear at all times. Thank you.
Tried doing it in 6x4. Did you actually do that? I just didn't. I used to watch them when I was on the platform. Jumping down, hooking everything up. I just used to make me cringe. Don't know, I just thought there was going to be a disaster every time I saw it. Horrible. We'll get the Buffy announcement next. If you listen very carefully, the lady on the Buffy will tell us that it's open. Usually does. Let's see. They might have closed it. They might have run out on the way down from Carlisle. He's not announcing it yet. Yeah, it's weird how it put it on a different platform. Must have been because they developed the timetable first. Oh, here she is. You can just hear it. Just. There's a trolley service. Yes, that's quite good, that announcement. Yeah, I was saying that because the timetable was done first for the Preston Carlisle, and then they've developed this one, there might be a couple of anomalies like that where they don't exactly line up in the platform, which is a bit of a shame. Was that the Preston Massive on the platform? Yeah, it could have been. All two of them. Good evening, Enadale. How are you? Hope you're well. Crewe platform 5 is where we're going on this one. Let's see how we do. 46 miles. Yeah, I've not got them switched off, Adrian. You can obviously switch them off if you want to. Depends on your personal choice. You wouldn't normally hear them, of course, up front. You wait in the trolley service, you get rubbish coffee. It's like tar, isn't it? It stews. Worse than the tea does. It's always really strong, isn't it? Coffee on trains. For some reason. Tom, good evening, how are you? You still need to learn where the neutral sections are on this route. It'd be nice if they put something on the route map in case you missed the board. Yeah, I still don't know money. I'm literally looking for the signs, but I've noticed some of the signs you have to get used to because they're kind of halfway up the... they're a different level on the stanchion than they are on the previous route we just ran. In different places, different eye level. Or a different level to the eye, I should say. I'll be honest with you, on this route so far, I think every run that I've done on the main line like this has been on YouTube. The rest of the time I've been playing it, I've been doing all the coal stuff in the diesels. So I've not need to really bother about the neutral section, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled this time. And we'll see how we go with it. Yeah, Mike's not here, he's probably watching the football. I expect. Even if it is Argentina. There's Leyland. Nice fast run this, isn't it? Penguin President, how are you? Good evening. Right, so there's one board for the neutral section coming up near Exton Junction, I think. So we'll run it down. Exton Junction, of course, being where you turn off left to go towards Chorley, Bolton, Manchester. Which could be a nice new route if any devs are watching. There it goes, off up there to the left. Here's the neutral section. That's the first one. That one's fairly straightforward to remember. Let's power it up. Yeah, as Plum said, you don't need to do anything with the reverser. As long as your power is run it down and then turn it off. When you see the black, you've got to keep your eyes peeled for the black board. When you see the black board, start to put it in rundown, wait for it to drop to the bottom, then power it off. And that's all you need to do until it runs over it and comes back on again. That was funny, that Ratty. I saw that before I started. I just saw it. That was quite funny. Yeah, not on the road map. Somebody's made quite a good effort on that, a good first effort on that for TS Classic. And I think with it going to Manchester, you could then get Manchester in, couldn't you? So it'd be quite nice to do that. I don't know whether Just Trains would consider that one. That would be a good one to extend off this. Did I have any derailment issues with Deepdale to Arpley service? You had some early with the 20, you can't get your head around it. I don't think so. I don't think so. You didn't capture it on a video, did you, by any chance? Because we could have had a look at it then and see if there's anything obvious. But no, I've not had any derailments. I've had the one spad that you saw on the stream the other day, but that's about it. I'm getting more used to the dodgy brakes now. One of the other, I think it's one of the other ambassadors reckons, there's a little tool you can get from Trainsin Community, and it seems to show the spread. I don't know how it does it. It seems to show the spread of the brakes across the engine and the wagons. And they were saying that when they ran this tool against it, not all the wagons were braking. It was going about halfway down, and there was no brakes at the back, only at the front. I don't know how strictly true that is, but that's what they were saying, which was quite interesting. That might explain the braking situation. I don't know. But I can't remember the name of it, but there's something on Trainsim Community that you can get, that you can run. I'll try and find out what it's called, unless you already know what that is, perhaps. Try and find it. Yeah, are you on the Discord, Annadale, as well? I'm going to say you could link it in the Discord, we can have a look. I'm sure one of us will have a look at it, see if there's anything obvious. You did see a video of a derailment. Yeah, I've not experienced any. I must admit. Patrick Andrew, how are you? Yeah, could be, Dave. Yeah, with the brakes. Yeah, you're right. Could be. They are quite long trains, some of those, aren't they? Going up to Fiddler's Ferry. There's a lot packed onto the back there. Just about to go through Wigan. Good evening, Chris. How are you? I don't mind driving that new 20. It's way better than the original one. I've got to say, the Tees Valley one. Speaking of which, there was one on the opposite platform just then. Now, I don't know where the neutral sections are at this point, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled for the signage. They're alright, them Uncle Joe's mint balls. They're very sweet though. Pure sugar, aren't they? Pie bomb. Has anybody done that? Talking about the 20s, has anybody done that first scenario? It's an hour and 55 minutes. It is. And you start by powering up 220s there at Springs Branch. That's how it starts. I think it actually took me 2.25 hours to actually do it. There's a lot of switching ends and backwards and forwards, and there's a ridiculous thing that I didn't really like with the 08. I won't spoil it, but if you've played it, you know what I mean. The others are pretty good, but I found that one a little odd going, I must admit. I'm still looking for my next neutral section. I can't see it anywhere. We've still got 30 to go. I'll put the webcam back on now. I've cooled down a little bit. It's getting cooler in the back now, so I put myself back on. There's a little bit of a breeze coming in, fortunately. Still says it's 24 outside, so it's dropped 2 degrees since we started, but sorry you're not participating. You've been lighting the barbecue, just trying to get us jealous now. I'm surprised you're even here if you're on your holidays, Pete. That's dedication. Every time you watch the route, you think Wigan already. It's quite fast, isn't it? Quite a fast little hop. Right, we've got a 90 and an 80, so we'll run it all the way back down again. As we approach Warrington Barbecue. because we're not far off. What I do like about this route, and I think I said it in the initial stream that I did, I quite like the fact that we can go off all different places. And honestly, if you've got the route, start playing through that journey mode, the last chapter of journey mode, or the rail tour, which is going off. You get the rail tour ready first at Crewe, and then you take it down to Deepdale, then you come back up to the collieries, and it's really good. I've not quite finished it yet. I think it's about 12 hours. Controller's already off. There's a neutral section. It's about 12 hours, but it'll keep you going for a bit. And you get to use a variety of different stock as well for it, which is quite good. Luckily, Stace isn't watching. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. She might be there, you know. You never know. Right, 80 through this part. And it's downhill. Let's slow it down. So the line on the right goes off to Newtonley Willows. That's where we went in the Pacer the other day. Earlstown, etc. Dad crossed the track and he got shouted at. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Just never give it Tintin. What did you say? I must have missed something. I must have missed something. .24 miles to Crewe. So I'm just going to run it down for this 75 we've got coming up. Yeah, at least we got the same loco, which was pretty neat. That was a surprise. I really didn't expect us to get the same one. But at least that lines up, even if the platform didn't. Right, this is Warrington. Andy, good evening. How are you? All good this end? Oh! It crashed! It crashed on PC. There you go. That's what I've got. Unreal Engine crash reporter. So I send it. I'll send it. That's not good, is it? There's a first. And I've had no problems at all on the PC. Right, well, that was annoying. We're going to have to run something else to make up for it. That's just typical, that. Womp, womp. Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable. I read the comment about, can we have some wine delivered to the cab? Oh, good, they said. It wasn't that good, was it? And you know, I don't see them very often at all, not even when I'm testing different things. That's just typical when we're streaming it. Yours dropped coming into Wigan just before also. Yeah, I've not seen that so far. That's the first time. $6p81.2 with the 20. Which one's that? Summer for a pie bomb. Yeah, under the wheels. You've had it a couple of times, Andrew. You're on PC. That's interesting. I shall report it back afterwards. Well, I mean, the UE4 report's gone through, but I'll mention it on the ambassador's Discord after this. It was as we were going through Warrington, wasn't it? Right at the other end. Kippers, good evening. How are you? We did so well as well coming down from Carlisle. I'm just trying to think. It won't save the checkpoint, will it? If I had to restart the game, I don't think it will. And I didn't do a save point either. Well, let's just have a look. There's nothing on there. No. So, is there something we can do that'll take us to Crewe from around there? Let's just look what there is for the 86/4. I think they're all... There's Hertford to Crewe. Yeah, we could do part of it. Hertford to Crewe. Crewe to Preston. That's a full one. Warrington to Preston. Have we got a steel train that goes from the other way? Goes down to the... Let's have a look. Oh, take the light locomotives from Warrington Arpley to Crewe. We could do that. That's light locos. Shall we do that? I think we should do that. Let's set the same. So we're still going from Warrington. Yeah, let's put it back to where we were in August. Strange that there was nothing before it happened. No indication it was going to do it. You're on PS5, you get it, but it's only happened in the menu, not in the game. I've had one crash on the PS5 so far. It's mainly been the textures issue that I've had. We'll run this anyway from... we'll still run the 86/4, but we'll go Warrington to Crewe. Light loco. So hopefully all those passengers got off all right. Who knows? Right, wait for a moment. It says... let's have a look where we are, actually. Because if Bournes is still there... I don't know how far out it'll let me go. Let me just have a look. I'm trying to go to Latchford Sidings, which is here. I don't think it's going to let me, and I don't think you can see it. I was going to try to show you the... oh, actually, will it let me this way? It'll let me this way. See what that stadium is. So Bank Quay Station is there with the soap factory. The stadium I was on about is here. It is rugby, because you can peek over the top and see that it's rugby. But I wondered which rugby. So I wonder if that's a version of Warrington Wolves back in the day. I'm not sure. Answers on a postcard. Right, I should be getting set up really, because I've wasted all the time now, but it's fine. Where's the button? There it is. So we want that on, first of all. Why is it not letting me select it? That's it. Right, set. Go back. And we'll set these up as well. So AWS cab end change lever. Radio, let's start. Master switch. Into forwards. Put the lever into hold. And then we'll do these lights just quickly. So we have got marker lights, that one. Headlight. And instrument lights. That should be it. And we're going all the way through to Crewe, platform 10. So before we set off, let's just make sure that we've got all the points as we need them. I think so. Let's just make sure these ones are right. And that one. Yep, and we have to wait there for that signal. Okie dokie. That's Wilderspool, is it, that one? Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I only wanted to know because I've been to Warrington Wolves, so I wondered. And wouldn't you know it, we've got 86,420. How spooky is that? And we got 424 on the back. There's something more than coincidence there, I think. Warrington already. That's why it stopped there. It flipped over into the siding, ready for us to take this one, I think. Yeah, you're off now. Cheers, Enadale. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so we're under the signals now, so we're all right for the junctions. Did they only do one blue 86/4? Do you know, I don't even know. It's a bit strange, isn't it, how we got the same one 3 times. I'll have to do some testing on that. Good evening, Josh. How are you? Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Much appreciated. Sorry about that little flight out of Warrington. It shall be reported. Together with service name, etc., etc. Put it on the investigation list. Oh, they were called the Wire. Yes, they were called the Wire back then. Yeah, I'd forgotten that. I'm not a rugby fan. I went there, as you know, but it's because a friend of mine's a director at Warrington Wolves. I'm a football man myself, not rugby, but I went for the free meal, basically, which was alright. The hospitality's alright. Who says no to a free meal, anyway? Right, off we go. We've got 21 miles to Crewe. Get to see a bit of the sidings now that we weren't going to see. The Halliwell Jones is further into town near Central Station. Yeah. I did drive there as well, yeah, when I went. It's a few years back. Right, we have a 20 coming up. So we'll just take it down a couple of notches. Got Fiddler's Ferry over there, look. Right, let's do it. Right, we'll hold it there for now. 75 is our limit down here, just for this section. It's pretty fast with nothing behind us as well. Look at that. Superpower. And we got a TSR coming up. Not much left of Fiddlers. Yeah, we were just talking. About that earlier. There's the TSR warning board. 75 is the max for light locker. Ah, okay. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. You just had an advert for Share Your Bird videos. That's a straight. How is that related to this channel? That kind of advert. There must be something in it. No tail lights. I don't think it met that tight, Andrew. Right, we can go back up to the 75, so let's do that. Really, they should put the tail lights on automatically, shouldn't they? On these. We do have a neutral section coming up. Yeah, do a James Bond. There it is. I haven't seen that advert, I must admit. The old loco taillights were pretty naff. Used to be a tail lamp. Well, LED ones are much better, yeah. If I'm doing a light loco, I just never think to walk down the back and do them first. I think I'm that used to running those trains we've got in TSW where you can turn your tail lights on remotely, but I just don't even bother. I need to make a mental note of that going forwards. You prefer driving the older locos than the modern ones. You love the sound of the Dutch loco, sort of whistles. Would I do a side-by-side comparison of Weaver Junction to Crewe on Spirit of Steam and this? Possibly. I don't know how many would watch it though. Depends what you want it to show. Just the differences. I don't think there's too many differences. See if I can balance the power now to stay around that 75. He says that it goes to 76. We have a little bit of a gradient. If I can tweak it. Like I was saying earlier, it's sometimes very difficult to stay spot on in one of these because of the way you adjust it. It's doable, but it takes a bit of practice. I think that's Hartford, is it? $14 to go. Again, like I was saying, great weathering on these old locos, look. I love that. Dirtier on the top as well. Both power needles working? No. Don't think. Actually, just let me try it. Yeah, they both are. Yeah, I'm sure. You know, on the previous run, I'll have to check it. I'm sure only the one on the left was working. Now you say it. I'll have to check. I'll have to go back and check it. Maybe I imagined it. Is there no route from Preston to Manchester Airport through Chorley? Not in TSW there isn't. TS Classic there is a freeway route, but not in TSW. Sadly. Would be a good one. Left is the lead loco. Oh, right, it's the second loco. Of course, we've got two locos. Yeah, yeah. Right, yeah. I was going to say, we did have the left one on the way down. That makes sense. Right, we've still got 11 to go. So we're not getting to go as fast as we would have done with the passenger service, but if anyone wants to try that one, it was 1 Victor 7-2 in the 86/4. If you want to try that actual service, see how you get on with it and see if anything happens at your end with that. But it's going pretty well actually, weren't it? I was quite enjoying that run. I'd probably run it again and it works, so I don't particularly know what's up with it. There's nothing exciting in Chorley. Oh no, you drive through Chorley. Chorley's just on the way. I went to watch North End in Chorley last year actually in a friendly. First time I've been to Chorley's ground. That was a night like tonight as well. Quite a hot, boiling night. Let's go and get some for a pie bomb. There must only be a Wigan thing then, because I don't think we've got them. They don't come as far north of us as us. Hopefully this one will behave itself for this 7 miles and then we'll be good. We'll have come the whole way-ish, apart from a little bit between the end of Warrington Bank Quay platform and the start of where we were in the sidings. But we nearly got to do the full thing. Ah, you're in Brinskull. That's not a million miles away. I'm trying to remember who it was who said they were hoping to get this route for Father's Day. I can't remember who said it. If you're that person and you're in the chat, let me know, because I've completely forgot. I was going to ask, did you get it? Because you said you were dropping loads of hints. I'm sure it was one of the Andys. I might be wrong. I have to change the thumbnail. It was still a mega run, but in an extra section that we didn't know about. But I think I'm with Dave on this. I think there's maybe only one 86/4 in BR Blue. We'll have to do some testing. 420 is like that 47, Dave, that you keep seeing. Get nightmares. Possibly the only drivable one, I should say. Right, we're not doing so bad. 5 miles. Not actually much louder with doors open, to be fair. Put a couple more notches in. I think at this speed though it doesn't make that much difference. You've got to run it up a bit. There we go. We're coming into a bay platform at Crewe, are we? Platform 10. How many have we got in? 45. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. Again, much appreciated. Hope it's helping you relax a bit in this heat. I was tempted to not do one because I know how hot it gets in here, but I thought we'd give it a whirl because we got the new route. The US freight loco is coming out soon as well, isn't it? Because the is that this week? Is that the 25th? So I don't know if anybody's interested in having a look at that. We can have a look at it if you want to. I do have it. So we could perhaps have a look at that later in the week. I know there's a preview stream. Dovetail are doing it tomorrow. I think Matt and Jan are doing it tomorrow night on Dovetail's channel, so you'll see it tomorrow if you want to have a look, but we can always play it. Right, let's run it down. Put some brake in as we approach Crewe. If you become a level 2 member, it stops you from getting told off for spamming emojis. Are the emojis, is that one of the things it tells you off for? I don't even know. The Streamlabs is set up with a lot of default things it comes with, so that could be one of them. I don't think it tells you off for emojis. No, Dave says. Right, we're nearly at Crewe. You can always become a level 2 member, Andy, and then see if it works. I can't promise. Oh, this is all red, isn't it? Oh dear. Stop! There we go. We're alright. And it's gone yellow. Don't panic. Come on, run up. Lawn it. Alright, let's fix it. There we go. Yeah, no worries, Pete. No worries. You're the longest member of Streamlabs still, tells me. I have to leave Streamlabs on because of you, that's why. That's the point. The thing howled when you put it in emergency. That's what it's there for. I'm speeding in. So you reckon this is a bay platform? Platform 10. Let's see. You could be right. I think you are right. Well done, that man. It was a scary moment for a minute on that red. I'm not lying. Don't worry, I'm pulling your leg, Andy. I'm pulling your leg. $87,031 over there. Pile of the Wind. There we go. Wait for 2 minutes. I might as well train spot in that case. These nameplates are great, aren't they? The 3D nameplates. I love how they do them. I should probably take this out of forwards. That's off. Just check it's not going to... oh, it is going to put me somewhere else. So I'll need to fire it back up in a second. I'm going backwards, I think. Is it realistic, Robert says, to have the on-train announcements? Would you hear it all the way from the cab loco? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. So you don't have to have them on. I've got them on, but you don't have to. You can turn them off. Now the question is, should we be reversing out of here? Or should we be switching ends? Through platform 10, which is where we are. And then we're going to Crewe EMD North Siding 1. So. Change ends, you reckon? Right, okay. So off. Let's do that. Let's do these. But they missed the marker lights off, headlights off. This time we'll put the tail lights on before we go, which I think is up here. Tail light switch is this one left, I think. Instrument lights off, and then up here we need to do. Let's get out the seat and do these. Off. Off. Let's just check the master keys out. Yeah. Let's turn this off down here as well. Do that. Of course, we've got to climb down the steps to get out. Switch that on. Stand up straight. Do these two. Cool. Oh, it's only a mile to the sidings. Let's get all the lights on. Once again. Not demister. We want the marker lights. Headlight. Tail light off. Instrument light bright. Right, let's do this. Right, that's us ready to go. Take the brakes off. Let them come down a bit. Brake into shutdown. Did I leave it on? Oh, heck. The other thing is, do I need the master key in to put the brake in shutdown? Or will it do it? Let me try and sit in the seat, that'll help. No, there we go. Good. Yeah, thank you for that. I forgot about that. We should be in business. Right, let's go. Brakes are off. Couple of notches, I think. If it wants to. There we go. That took a while to kick in. Right, Crewe, EMD, north side in 1 is where we're going. Drogon, how are you? You recently left your career in rail. It's much less stressful watching these and playing the game. I can imagine. What did you used to do on the railway? Just out of interest. There's a few of us used to work on the railway. I don't know if anyone actually currently does work on the railway, actually. I'm not sure. I know there's a few of us that used to. Welcome into the stream, by the way. You say it's less stressful. Sometimes this is quite stressful. Just ask GE Dave, he'll tell you. He needs blood pressure tablets when he's finished watching me drive these. Past where the Crewe Heritage Centre should be, and the APT in a few years' time, over on the right hand side. There's our red light up there. 86,420. No way. Right. 86,420. There he is. 86,420. There you go. There's something wrong with it. 86,420 is everywhere. That's the issue. So there you go. So I will mention that as well. And that's the first, when you're in timetable mode, that's the first BR Blue 86/4 that you pick in the list. It seems to be the same one every time. Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, it's reportable. Yeah, definitely. I will mention that. At least it solves the mystery of why he's appearing everywhere. It's a ghost. 10 years on the track, moved into the office, focused on sale of access rights, short-term planning, and track work was more enjoyable when it wasn't freezing. Yeah. I've said that a few times. I've been on the track when it's freezing cold. Up near the new route that we'll be getting around Whitehaven. When it's cold up there, it's cold on that Cumbrian coast. Freezing. So I'm with you on that. Let's just check we've got all the points as they should be. That one's good. That one is good. And that one's good. Yep. What did I switch off in the corridor is the vigilance device. So the other thing that keeps beeping that's not the AWS. Ooh, look over there. Nice. Whistling action. Look at all those there. Oh. It's like a joyrider's paradise, isn't it? Look at it. I love that. We haven't got any. Have we got any services for the 40? I don't think we have we? It's AI only. I think I heard Tom saying there should be some services for the 40, but they're there, but they're not playable yet. Because of, like on the new Blackpool timetable, they're there, but you can't play them yet. We used to play them on the old timetable in Blackpool, but they're in the new one, but they're not in because of some technicality that they're just working through right now. Then they'll appear. I think it's the same on this as well. So we could get to use the 40 quite soon, which will be a massive bonus. Yeah, we're all good on that. I've not been down here yet. Well, I've been playing this route. This is a new area for me. Let's check that tail light out. Now we put it on. There it is. So we got to Crewe and we got a little bit of a bonus time coming down to the depot as well, which is neat. We got different ones over there. We got 402 over there, an anagram of 420. The Liverpool Daily Post. We should come to a nice stop right here, hopefully. There we go. We got there in the end. I shall report the issue with the 420 appearing. I shall also report the one where we crashed out at Warrington Bank here as well. And there may be known issues already, but I'll let JT know as well via Tom. So thank you very much everyone for coming in. Hope you've enjoyed it. we did our best to get down from Carlisle, and we did. By hook or by crook, we got there. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Go and stay cool if you can, and I'll see you on the next stream. Until next time, see you later. Thanks guys for your company. All the best.